Hey Weartesters, Duke back on your screen, so you know this must be another performance review video. This time it's with a running shoe that I saw back in December down in Austin. I wasn't allowed to take any pictures of it because the pictures were not supposed to be out yet. However, I did keep the pictures on my camera for the day when they let me bring them. And since they sent me a pair for review, I guess it's time to show you. The shoe's been out for about a month now, but it is the Ultra Boost ST from Adidas. This is the Glow colorway. I know everybody thinks it's a Kanye shoe because it's solid white, triple white, whatever, whited out, whatever you want to call it. However, this is the one with the blue bar on the inside, and I'll explain what that blue bar is for here shortly. Nothing else to do but do it. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, like always, I jump into materials, and the materials on the PrimeKnit Ultra Boost are, of course, PrimeKnit. PrimeKnit makes up the upper, the tongue, everything except for these straps and the heel cup. It's not the same PrimeKnit that we found in the original Ultra Boost though. This is not the stretchy, elasticy PrimeKnit that was in that shoe. This is a much more formed PrimeKnit. It's not near as giving. You can see a little bit of stretch into it, but not like you did in the original Ultra Boost. And this part is knitted really tight right here for some lateral support. Because the ST stands for stability. You know this shoe will have a little more stability, a little more support in it. Of course, you've got your full-length, Ultra Boost midsole right here. It's packed really tight, and let's go ahead and show. For a stability shoe, normally you will get a different color, different density bridge EVA right here on the medial side. The Ultra Boost simply has more boost packed into the medial side. If you'll notice, it's packed up into the arch right here and into the midfoot. This band will get into more in the support and stability category. At first I thought it was there for just aesthetics, but it does serve a purpose, which I'll get into later. So if you're wondering, yes, PrimeKnit. If you weren't, if you already knew, I just confirmed your thoughts. Next up, we'll turn over to the outsole, and I won't call it traction. We will just go over the outsole part. The original Ultra Boost, if you remember, had the nubs on the bottom, basically the same pattern, but it had the rounded nubs on the bottom, which were hell on traction. They sucked pretty much when they got wet. They wore off really quickly and just made a flat bottom shoe. For smooth, dry roads, that's not a problem. Any kind of moisture, and you got a little bit of slipping while you're running. This is a Continental rubber. You can see the logo right there, so you know it's Continental rubber. However, I have noticed these nubs already wearing to about halfway of their height. You can see right where they've worn down enough, a little bit right there under my forefoot. I've only put probably 60 miles on this shoe. You can see it's dirty as freaking anything just from, I've cleaned these twice and they're still dirty. So that's what shoes are for. Wear them. Solid white, you know it's going to get dirty. But back to the outsole, I never wore through the Ultra Boost completely. I still have the black webbing on the bottom. I haven't worn through the black to the Boost, but it is a fear of mine. It's a fear of a lot of people who put high mileage on runners before they swap them out, that you're going to get down to the Boost and rub through this black. Continental rubber should make it thicker and make it tougher, but I haven't put enough miles on these to know yet. I just can tell you these nubs have already worn about halfway off. Now we'll get up into the midsole, and I'm not going to get in that stability bar yet. That will be on the stability section and the support section. The midsole, again, is Boost. It's heel to toe, full length Boost, as you can see. Runs all the way down. If you haven't tried Boost, you're missing out. This is, to me, the definition of foam cushioning on the market today. It's super responsive. It gives fantastic feedback, energy return. I don't like the term energy return because I always feel tired after I run. It doesn't matter what shoe I'm wearing. It always makes me feel tired. So it's not like I run 3 miles and say, hey, I feel great, let's run another 3. It doesn't return my energy in that way. What it does is propels my foot into my next step, which is as helpful as you can get in a shoe. Again, if you haven't tried Boost, it gives to a point, and then the pebbles inside push back, so you sink, boom, and it springs right back. It just pops right back into shape. I've had a pair for 2 years of the Energy Boost 2, and I'm trying to think if that's right. Yeah, 2 years. and they still feel the same today as they did the day I got them. So durability is great, energy return is great. If you haven't tried Boost, you're missing out. It's the foam cushioning on the market that all others aspire to be. Next up, we'll get into fit. The fit on the shoe is very true to size, especially with this prime knit upper. It's going to give for your foot in some width and some length. Not completely like the first Ultra Boost, but it is easy to get your foot into. You don't have that spandex sock. You've got a tongue that's sewn in about right here, so you can get your foot in a lot easier. One thing to note is with this split heel and this open heel tab, it's not like a normal runner where you get that heel cup that compresses at the top of your heel, right at the bottom of your Achilles. It feels like the shoe is slipping off while you're wearing it. No fears. I've worn this on the Ultra Boost for many miles of running. They haven't slipped off yet. It's a really free feeling in the back though with this open heel tab. Makes the shoe really easy to get on, makes it really comfortable to wear just, kicking around or running, 3, 5, 7 miles. It's just very unrestrictive, which I love. So if you're looking at these, they fit a little bit roomier than the Ultra Boost, but they don't have as much give in this area. So if you've got an extremely wide foot, you might want to check elsewhere. If normal width to just a little bit extra wide, you'll be okay. Okay, now to get into the support section, and we will spin it. Stability support. First thing it's offered is this saddle, this 3M material overlaid on this synthetic leather. It's not as bunching and pinching as it was in the Ultra Boost or even in the Energy Boost series. It's really more of a free flowing, but it is sewn in at the top and the bottom. Gives you a little bit of a saddle for that midfoot support. Heel cup is split, so you don't get a lot of foothold here, but it gives you some good lateral medial support and stability if you happen to run into any uneven pavement. We already mentioned the little bit thicker weave right here at the front. Your medial lateral sides, again, if you happen to hit a little bit of an uneven pavement rock, something like that, it rolls with you, it holds you a little bit. Now the really, support stability structure of the shoe, like I said earlier, is this extra layer of Boost here that runs under the arch and around the heel. And again, I thought this was a purely aesthetic touch when I saw these 3 months ago at the running event. Now that I've ran in them, I know the purpose of this. Boost compresses and expands out. So when you step down, this level will push out and then bounce back. Okay, anybody knows from a stability shoe, you have your medial post here to keep your foot from rolling in. If that compresses, it's going to roll. So this band keeps the Boost in this section from compressing out. It compresses it forward, which keeps your foot, as you land, from rolling in. It rolls straight and it pushes you forward through that gate. I do have a mild pronation myself, bad ankles, years of basketball. I don't like to wear ankle braces when I do anything athletic unless I'm hurt at that time. So I do get a stability shoe, but I don't need just like a Brooks Beast with that huge medial support. This is just enough for me, and it felt really good. If you're a mild pronator and you enjoy the Boost cushioning, definitely look into the Ultra Boost ST as an option. Alright, Weartesters, that wraps us up on the Ultra Boost ST from Adidas, priced at $180. It is a little pricey for a running shoe. I know running seems to be the most pricey of the technologies of the lines, and the Ultra Boost is ultra. I mean, it's ultra everything. It's got the most Boost in it, and again, if you haven't worn Boost, you definitely need to try it out. It's got the premium upper materials with the prime knit upper. It's built for I'll say medium mileage. I don't think this outsole is going to last a few hundred miles. I think it will wear through. Thought that about the Ultra Boost 2, and I've already put over 150 on it. And not that it's still going strong, but it is still going. Again, if you can afford it, these are the utmost of foam cushioned runners that you can buy. I know runners are very particular about what brands they want. Me, I have the luxury of trying different brands, whether it's Nike, Adidas, Topo, 361. Those companies have all made good runners this year. Again, if you're a super fan of Adidas and the Boost series and Prime Knit, definitely check these out. You won't be disappointed, especially if you're a serious runner looking for a little more support stability. Next up for the reviews, I've got the Architect from Under Armour. I've got Fire Shot from Under Armour. I've got 3 of the Peak shoes that they sent me if you keep up with my Instagram. So we're going to be busy. Stay tuned to Weartesters for all your performance needs. I'm Duke, and I'm done.